Hi, how's it going? I'm Mitali, I'm mostly in the moment, and we're looking at the twin flame energies for the week of November 8th through the 14th. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. It means so much to me. And as promised, I will be picking a winner from last week's post for a free reading. So here we go with that. And the winner is Melody Fowler. So if you can please email me, my information is below and we can get that set up. Okay, with that, let's get started. What is going on with the twin flames this week? What is going on for the twin flames this week where we have 11/11 portal coming up? Very special time for twin flames, for awakened souls in general. What is happening for twin flames this week? Okay, we got the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, this is interesting because I think the Queen of Pentacles came up in the masculine's action space last week. So there is a sense of, I got nesting. There's a feeling of wanting to nest. I feel like, I know for those of us that live in the Northern Hemisphere, it's fall, winter, you kind of want to cuddle up with someone, you know, stay in, watch a movie, order some takeout, and kind of get cozy and kind of in that feeling where you just want to cozy up with someone and, you know, ride out the rest of winter with that special someone. Yeah, Knight of Wands. Okay, so both of these cards came out in reverse, which gives me a feeling that there's a sense of wanting to rush into it, wanting to have this right now in the moment without having to kind of deal with the in-between period. Meaning that there's moments where I'm feeling both twins feel like I wish I could just get that hug, that kiss, that cuddling, that plans for the holidays, plans for, you know, spending time with family, spending time indoors with that special someone without having to go in between, like having to go through that communication, getting to know each other, the first fight or the first argument after reuniting, feeling out where the other person's at, them feeling you out and seeing if you want the same thing, and then getting to that honeymoon phase, right? It's like, I feel like a lot of twins are kind of just like, I wish I could just be with them right now without having to go with this back and forth that has to happen even when we come into physical union, you know? That's interesting. Okay, so how is the masculine feeling about the feminine? How is the masculine feeling about the feminine? Oh, wow. The King of Wands, and it fell on the Knight of Wands. So I feel like the masculines are really feeling courageous, really feeling like they want to pop into the divine feminine's life right now, just kind of waltz right into their house, just kind of burst open through the door, you know, break down the door and walk right in. And I got this message a lot recently in the last few days, where the masculines are kind of like, I'm ready to go all in. I'm ready to go all in. I'm ready to put it all on the line. You know, I'm ready to see where this goes. And kind of a lot of anticipation, a lot of intrepidation, and a lot of fear coming up with like, I don't know if the divine feminine is going to feel the same way I do. I don't know if they're ready for this at this point in our lives, or if, you know, it's something they're thinking about later on. I don't even know if they want to see me anymore after what happened last time. I don't even know if, you know, I can even contact them. What if they blocked me? What if I can't even like reach out to them? What if they moved and I have no way of contacting them? So I feel like the divine masculines are kind of in this like ready to go mode. Like they're ready to kind of see where things go, and they're ready to take action. They have built up the courage and they kind of know that they're ready to take a leap of faith. Oh wow, the Sun card. Yeah, and I feel like the divine masculines are kind of like, whatever may follow, who cares? Like, I'm at this point in my life now that I need to know, I want to know, and I'm secure in myself enough. I'm healed my past wounds of, whatever past breakups, whatever fear I had of people leaving me, or someone I, ask out if they don't want to go on that date with me. Like all those kind of fears of like, will this person accept me? Will they not like me? Will they want the same things as me? That's kind of done and over with. The divine masculines are completely over that phase. They're kind of like, rain or shine, I'm going to be there. So I feel like the divine masculines, and this is a kind of really strong energetic message that I've been getting for the last few days, where the divine masculines are kind of like, F it, let's go for it. I need to know, and knowing will be better than not knowing. Like this kind of feeling of, do they feel the same way? How do they feel about me? What's going on with their lives? Or do they want to take the next step with me? Like it's better just to know at this point. Like it's been too much torture to just be in that feeling of not knowing. Okay, so how does the divine feminine feel about their so, Ace of Cups. I feel like the divine feminines may feel the same way. I feel like divine feminines may be getting huge signs and synchronicities that the divine masculines up to something, because I feel like if you have set like specific signs, like universe, show me this sign if physical union is close, or if the divine masculine is thinking about me a lot, or if divine masculine is taking action towards me, or if you have specific songs in your playlist of when you met your masculine, like this is yours and your masculine song, or like if we come into union, like I want you to play this song for me, universe. Like I feel like you've been listening to those songs, you've been hearing it literally on the radio or on your playlist, and it came up after not having to see it in like 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, or whatever, or seeing specific very like, no, I picked really weird signs and symbols for if my divine masculine is thinking about me or coming into union with me. You've been getting that divine feminines. You've been getting those signs and synchronicities. And it kind of makes sense because we are kind of in a little bit of a physical union period with twin flames. Okay, 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like, this is interesting. Okay, I got this recently in my readings also, that divine feminines and divine masculines have started their soul missions, but just the start of it. So even if you've been on your soul mission, it's kind of like transitioning to the next phase, and this is where your divine masculine steps in. This is where your divine feminine steps in. This is where your twin flame steps in. Beautiful twin flames. This is where you get to the next part of your soul mission. It involves your partner, your twin flame. So for some of you, it's going to be very romantic, a grand gesture of love. It doesn't have to be like bring out like the white doves and flowers and butterflies and a whole room lit of candles. Like it doesn't have to be romantic in that sense, but romantic in words that mean something very powerful. Like I want to spend the rest of my life with you, or I want to give this another shot, or I haven't been able to stop thinking about you, or you mean so much to me and I want to see where this can go, or I want you in my life no matter in what capacity that may be in. And then I'm also getting, for some, it's going to be the romantic gesture of, hey, there's no one else I'd rather go on this adventure with than you. You're smart enough, you're well-rounded enough, you're personable enough, you're the perfect person that I want to do this project with, that I want to start this business with, or that I want to start a family with, that I want to take the next step in my life with. Big Wow, that's big energies. I did not expect that. Wow. I mean, it is 11/11 weekend, so big things happening. We felt it coming. Okay, so how the masculine is thinking about their divine feminines. What the masculines are thinking about when it comes to their divine feminines. The Chariot. Okay, so I'm getting, and it hit the Sun card. So the divine masculines, okay. I got this message too. So although the divine masculines are ready and they want to do this and they're brave enough and they're strong enough and they're ready to take this kind of leap of faith, they're kind of like, I have no idea how to make it happen. I lost their phone number. I don't know where they live anymore. I don't know how to get in contact with their, brother, sister, best friend, coworker anymore. Like they told me not to talk to me ever again, or they might be in a relationship, or they might still think that I'm in a relationship. There's like a lot of I don't know how to meet the divine feminine or contact the divine feminine or go about reuniting with the divine feminine. It's kind of like they're ready to go, but it's just like, what do I do? Like, what is the next step? Can someone please just tell me how to get in contact with the divine feminine right now? Or what step to take, or how to say it, or just, the devil in reverse. Yeah, I feel like the divine masculines have already surpassed the point of no return. Like, they're kind of like, they've gone too far to turn back now, but they can't see what's in the next step. Like, they literally can't see. It's like so foggy in front of them. It's like they could barely see what step they're taking next. They have no idea what's in front of them. They have no idea how to find the divine feminine, like even on a clear day. But on this kind of like intense fog, it's like, what do I even do? Like, how do I even go about this? Like, they're really, really stuck. Like, they're ready to go and they're ready to make moves, but they really have I'm getting like not very specific details because it's different for every twin flame set, but literally the masculines are so stuck. They're like ready to go, but it's just like, what am I gonna do? I'm in the middle of a desert and my car isn't running and there's no gas station for miles, and I'm running out of water and my phone is dead, and I have no idea where the divine feminine is and how to contact her. Or how I'm gonna go from this step to the next step. Like, it's gonna be nearly impossible. It's gonna be mission impossible. Like, that's how I'm feeling for the divine masculine. It's like mission impossible. But they have all faith. They have the courage. They have the strength. It's just like they're Tom Cruising it. Like, they're gonna have to figure it out. Divine feminines, what they're thinking about when they're thinking about their divine masculines. King of Cups. Okay, so I'm really feeling a lot of romance here from the divine masculines to the divine feminines. I mean, hello, the Ace of Cups and the King of Cups. The divine feminines are definitely seeing their masculines in a really bright white light. Like, they're really, I feel like coming to that place again where they're like genuinely loving their divine masculines, genuinely feeling the love from them, genuinely believing that this can happen. If you've lost faith, it's all been regained. You've regained hope. You've regained faith. You've done a lot of learning. You might have changed a lot of your belief systems. You might have done a lot of purging recently. Like, oh my God, don't even get me started on purging. A lot of your deep rooted things that you haven't even thought about for a while. Maybe friends from 10 years ago that you haven't seen for a long while. That embarrassing thing that happened when you were a kid that was so little that was like, why isn't it even coming up? Literally, you're at this point now where you're having energetic union with your twin flame almost every night, every morning, every moment. Like, you're getting closer and closer and closer, and you cannot deny it. It's like wherever you were in terms of your twin flame journey before, it's a different ball game now. I feel like a lot of twin flames have like kind of entered the 5D perspective, meaning that nothing can touch you and your twin flame. Nothing can touch you now that you're on your highest and best path in life. Like you're untouchable, twin flame. You are untouchable. Are you kidding me? The King of Cups clarifying the King of Cups. I mean, I rest my case. Yeah. Huge amount of, I would say insurmountable amount of love from the divine feminines to the divine masculines, from the divine masculines to the divine feminines, in equal amounts, in equal amount of respect, and an equal amount of wanting to come together at this time. It's overpowering, it's overwhelming my energy in my body right now. My body's like, you can't even handle this right now. It's like, it's intense. Okay, that is incredible. Okay, the divine masculine's action space towards the divine feminines at this time. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like the divine masculines are feeling like they're missing home. And I mean that on the deepest level. Like I feel like the divine masculines have this longing for home. And this kind of falls in place with everything that's been happening for you divine masculines recently, which is, you know, really settling into who you are, accepting who you are, where you are in life. And you don't have to like where you are in life, but you can accept it and you can want to improve it, know that you're improving it, know that you're getting closer and closer to all your dreams manifesting. Know on some level, since time doesn't exist, that you have everything that you want, have this beautiful dreamlike life, and kind of wanting it to be here now, kind of calling it into your life, kind of, you're like resonating on that such a high frequency right now that you are literally calling in all that beautiful manifestations that you've been kind of, I can't even tell you how long you've been kind of wishing for this. I don't even know if you know that, I don't even know if you remember some of the things that you wished for that are coming through. And synchronicity on synchronicity on synchronicity. Four of Pentacles, clarifying the Four of Pentacles. We are in it, twin flames. Like I feel like the divine masculines, because they hold the more masculine power and energy, I mean, they want to build this home. They literally want to, you know, pull up their sleeves, show off their muscles, build that home. And whether you're male or female, they want to build that sense of home, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, spiritually, with their twin flame, with the other one who wants the same thing. You know, four is a very powerful number of stability, and I could just feel the masculines like holding on to this manifestation, holding on to this dream like it's already here, holding on to this like physical home like it's already built in this 3D reality. Okay, so what are the divine feminines action space towards the divine masculines? Nine of Cups, wish granted. I have to tell you that it's been all cups for the divine feminines this week. I just got chills, like wish granted, divine feminines, wish granted, and I like feel it and I can see it. It's just, I gotta say, some of you are having physical reunion on another level, like just beyond your wildest dreams, like beyond what you thought it could look like, what you could even possibly dream, even with using every ounce of your creativity and envisioning what physical union could look like, cannot even compare to what it's actually going to be. Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay, so I feel like a lot of divine feminines, winner, chicken dinner, definitely, I don't know where that came from, definitely has a sense of winning. But I also got, okay, wow, the Magician card and the Seven of Wands. So yeah, a lot of divine feminines are going to feel like they have manifested physical union. And I've been saying this that a lot of twins are having physical union, but for some divine feminines, you might just get like a physical hint or evidence that physical union is in the near future and it's possible. For example, if you're like, this was never possible, you might get an actual clue or hint or message or evidence that it is possible. They have been thinking about you, or they did leave their karmic, or they do want to see if things could work out with you after they've pulled their stuff together. Or for a lot of you, it's going to be like a grand gesture, like, hey, it's time, I want to do this now. For some of you, it's going to be work related, starting with a project, maybe requiring the other twins' help in something in your life. And for some of you, it's going to start now, and it's going to just move towards a closer physical union in the next 3, 6, 8 months. So twin flame unions all around, whether it's like the big grand gesture for some of you, or just like the spark, the start of something that's being grounded now to ensure physical union in the future. Especially if you've been kind of like, is this going to happen? Is this even real? some sort of physical proof. I mean, there's so much love here. Just Ace of Cups, the King of Cups, the Nine of Cups. I mean, divine feminines, you're going to have a beautiful week. And I predicted that last week too, like that it's time to enjoy this moment. It's time to really, really love this moment that you're in right now. Divine masculines doing great. Maybe you don't know how to get there now, but you will. You definitely will. I'm just going to pull one more clarifier, because divine masculines are really kind of it's like, what? Is this like a 1 in a million shot? Like, can I make this shot? Literally, it's, wow, the World card. Okay, so I feel like the divine masculines are kind of like, it's almost in my grasp. It's almost in my reach. Like, I could almost reach out and get it. It's really so close. It's like, it's why though? Why is this kind of, okay, so I'm getting that it will, for a lot of twins, it will happen. The divine masculines will figure it out. It's so unique and different, but so specific to your own specific twin flame journey. It's like going to be so bizarre and so unique, this tiny little obstacle between you and your physical union. It's so out of this world weird that the divine masculines have to overcome in order to get to the divine feminines, but they're going to do it. A lot of them are going to do it. Yeah. And for a lot of twins, it's going to start as one step at a time. But this small start is the beginning for a beautiful, beautiful new cycle for a lot of twin flames, with a lot of love, a lot of excitement, a lot of happiness. It's like overwhelming how much beautiful happiness energy that I'm feeling in this week, in the coming weeks, and in a lot of twin flame connections at this time. If you resonated with this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe. It means so much to me, and it really helps the channel. Please check out my post next Thursday, and I'm Mitali reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace.